This is Middle East Brief with Avi Kaner, your daily intelligence update on what actually matters.
Today's episode is about the next evolution of Israeli defense, the Iron Beam laser defense system, and a major development from just yesterday. Reports suggest that Israel may have deployed elements of the laser system to its ally, the United Arab Emirates, to help defend against drone and missile threats from the Iranian regime. That is not just a technology story, it is a geopolitical shift. For years, the world has heard about the Iron Dome. It intercepts rockets in the sky, it saves lives, but it comes at a high economic cost. Each interceptor missile can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Now imagine replacing that with something far less expensive, a laser. That is Iron Beam. Instead of firing a missile, Iron Beam fires a high-energy laser that destroys incoming threats, including rockets, mortars, and drones, all at the speed of light, and at a fraction of the cost. The economics change completely. Instead of tens of thousands of dollars per interception, the cost per shot drops to just a few dollars in electricity. That is not an incremental improvement, that is a transformation. It means a country like Israel can defend itself against large barrages without worrying about running out of interceptors. It doesn't have to worry about reloads, inventory, ammunition. All it needs is energy, and that changes the battlefield. Because one of the core strategies used against Israel and its regional partners has been saturation. Fire enough rockets or drones, overwhelm defenses, and force difficult trade-offs. Iron Beam directly targets that strategy. Unlimited shots, near zero marginal cost, immediate response. And here's what truly sets Israel apart. Many countries are developing laser weapons, but Israel is currently the only country in the world with a high-power laser air defense system that has been operationally deployed and used in real-world defense scenarios. That is not theory, that is execution. And I'll add a personal note here. I remember former Prime Minister Naftali Bennett explaining this system to us over breakfast in New York City a few years ago. Even then, you could see where this was going. The technology is insanely advanced. Not just the laser itself, but the computing power behind it. Tracking incoming threats in real time, prioritizing targets, firing multiple lasers with precision at the exact point needed to intercept and neutralize the targets. This is as much a software and computing story as it is a weapons story. And that is classic Israel. And now this capability may be extending beyond Israel's borders. If confirmed, the reported deployment in the UAE would signal something even bigger. This technology is beginning to integrate into regional defense cooperation. Israeli innovation, Gulf security needs, shared threats. That combination is powerful. It reflects a new reality in the Middle East. Quiet cooperation is becoming operational coordination. Technology is becoming strategy, and alliances are built around capabilities in addition to diplomacy. And this is not only happening abroad, the system is now being installed inside Israel itself. Initial deployments are focused in the north, where threats from Hezbollah include rockets, anti-tank missiles, and drones. That is a high-volume threat environment, exactly the kind Iron Beam is designed to handle. Instead of relying only on interceptor missiles, Israel can now begin layering in laser defense to absorb large barrages more efficiently, and that strengthens deterrence, and it strengthens staying power in a prolonged conflict. There are, of course, technical challenges, but that is where the story gets even more important. Israel is continuously improving the system to handle conditions like fog, dust, cloud cover. It is extending range, increasing power, improving tracking, and integrating Iron Beam with other systems to ensure full coverage. So instead of limitations, think of this as a rapidly evolving platform, each iteration stronger than the last. And the evolution does not stop at defense. Laser technology has already been tested on airborne platforms. Variants of these systems have been mounted on fighter jets, opening the door not only to defensive interception, but also to offensive capabilities against enemy targets. That expands the concept entirely, from shielding cities to projecting power. That is why Iron Beam is not replacing Iron Dome, it is complementing it. It's a layered defense, laser for short-range, high-volume threats, missiles for longer-range or complex targets. Together, they create a more resilient system. There's also a bigger story here. This is not just about Israel. This is about the future of warfare. Directed energy, speed of light engagement, cost asymmetry flipped on its head. Countries that invest in this technology gain a major advantage because in modern conflict, economics matter as much as firepower. And Iron Beam flips the equation. Instead of the defender spending more than the attacker, the defender now spends much less. That is a strategic shift. And it will not stay limited to Israel. Other countries are watching closely because if this works at scale, it changes how wars are fought. Fewer expensive interceptors, more sustainable defense, and a new era where energy replaces ammunition. So when people ask what comes after Iron Dome, this is the answer. Iron Beam. Faster, cheaper, and potentially game-changing.
This is Middle East Brief with Avi Kaner. If you want clarity, not noise, follow and share. Continue the conversation on X at Avi Kaner. Back tomorrow